Oh, hey guys, Dave Anderson here, Helicool's Helipad. You know, I've got a lot of content that I'm trying to burn through, so I'm getting through it as fast as I possibly can. So this is the conclusion of day 2 of the epic habitat build. You guys stay tuned. In the last episode, I asked Bill, "What are you saying, Bill? It's only 10 a.m. and day 2 is complete?"
Day 2 is complete. Double check all the dimensions and wait.
Well, we decided to take the rest of the day and prep the roof. And anyway, Bill has a few electrical things to run anyway, so we're not actually done for the day. We're going to prep the roof.
The roof and the floor are the same in a rectangular box. We'll utilize the same aluminum square tubing, not only for the flat bar, but on the roof for running wires. The channels in the extrusion has a void so the wiring can go around the perimeter of the frame. But once you seal it in and you enclose it, you do not have the opportunity to run wire unless you drill holes in your frame if you choose to. But I'm going to actually run my ceiling lights and my power lights for my power hatch all while I got the roof here and my glue is drying. So this is a great opportunity to just go ahead and run the wires. Use a little bit of caulk to keep it in the center where you need it to be, and away you go. What I've got here is I've got a small Max Air fan that actually is very low profile, so it'll be below the brush guard and the PV frame mounts. This is my power line for that. I also have lights that I'm putting overhead for my bathroom, which is going to be underneath this. This is my light wire. And then this will actually extend down into the wall, so I can pull that wire down and put the light switch on the wall to run all of my lights. And then I'm gonna have another power line. I'll drop here to connect to this. That will come over here to the power hatch. So I'll locate everything here while the glue is drying. And if you wanted to, you could cut holes. I'm gonna opt to wait to cut the holes.
Bill drilled through the top of the foam and into the extrusion. This is where the electrical wire will go. My job was to take this wire loom and run all of the wires that were not being used down each of the tubes, just in case they were needed for something in the future. Bill also marked where his powered skylight is going to be and then drilled a hole into the extrusion to run his wires. The hole will be cut after the installation of the roof. He then capped off each end of the roof extrusions with spray foam. Sensing that we were near the next step, we began to prep the box for accepting of the roof by wiping everything down, making sure that everything was clean. We then began to sort the extrusion for the roof panel. Bill used Sikaflex to hold the wires in place. And the next thing you know, we're eating a slightly late lunch, but it was very good. And we were able to discuss the next steps. Next thing you know, we're back at it, cleaning the aluminum extrusions and gluing them together. We used a couple ratchet straps to hold everything in place. The initial plan was to stack up pallets so that we could lift the roof into place. We were going to use the beams that cross the side panels as supports. They would temporarily hold the roof into place. What we did not take into consideration was the extrusions actually added quite a bit of weight, and it was very difficult to lift the roof over our heads. While making the first attempt to lift the roof over our heads, we actually knocked one of the supports up onto the wall. We never really got that support pushed back down in, so we had to lift another 8 to 10 inches, which was just too difficult for us to do. Now, we could have started again and lifted the roof onto the box, but the guys at the shop said, "Hey, we've got a forklift." The goal was to be able to lift the roof into place without any special equipment. Yes, it's going to take a lot of people. We had 6. I think we proved that it can be done. It just didn't quite work out for us very well, so we went ahead and put it on with the forklift. The next goal was to get the roof aligned with the walls and to see if we couldn't teeter-totter the front end in and slide the support bracketry towards the rear, and thus maneuvering the panel in from front to back in one continuous movement. Once the roof is in place, we were ready to lay down some glue. But that will have to wait till next time. So my final act of day 2 was to lay down a little bit of branding, just to say I was there. Hey, I told you it was epic, right? All right, we did have a little bit of problem with getting the roof on because we actually bumped up against that bracket that we were gonna push everything up on, and it kind of lifted it out of place, and we just didn't have enough guys there to back off, pull it back down, and lift it into place. It's still possible. I think that we could have easily done that. Well, maybe not easily because it was pretty heavy, but we still could have done it. But you know what? We went ahead and did the safe thing and we had the forklift there, so we said, you know what? I think the proof of concept has been done, that you could build this without any special equipment. But you know what? If you have the forklift, might as well work smarter and not harder and just put the thing up there. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be doing day 3 next time. Until then, I'm Dave Anderson signing out. You guys be safe out there, and God bless.